Hi, it's the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your August 2016 mid-month readings. Forgive the darkness of the background picture today. Well, not the background itself, but I'm in a place where the lighting is not great, and it's also a rainy day here in Poland. I'm traversing Eastern Europe again, so bear with the lighting. So I'm continuing to use the Gilded Tarot deck, and I am drawing 8 cards for the remainder of the month with an additional ninth card representing your overall theme and general feeling for the reading. Thank you to those of you who continue to watch and listen and subscribe. Thank you for how great you guys are with the feedback and the comments, both the ones you post on the YouTube channel directly and the ones that some of you send via email. I love to read how the readings play out so predictively in your lives for those of you for whom these resonate. So make sure to check your rising and your moon sign as well, because if this is your primary sun sign, it may or may not resonate for you as predictively as your other two. Or if you're like me, you may find that each of your 3 signs resonates for you in different areas of your life. So check all 3 to get as clear and definitive a picture as possible. Thank you to those of you who also continue to reach out for personal one-on-one readings. It is always a pleasure and an honor to read for you, and I thank you for the trust that you place in me to interpret and intuit the cards for you, and for the updates you give me on how they continue to play out for you. It's an honor. Thank you so very much. And if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading, I'm trying to adjust my headphone here. Any of you who are interested in one-on-one readings, you can click on the About sign on my channel's homepage, and that will give you a little more information and detail on myself, the services I offer, and my contact information. You can email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to do a reading with you, as one-on-one readings are my favorite things to do. So send me an email and we will go from there. I do readings full time, so I'm able to get back with you within 1 to 2 days at most and get a reading to you, particularly recording readings, anywhere from 2 to 3 days to up to a week and a half, but pretty quickly. So if you're interested, we'll set something up for you. So moving right along, this reading is for Aries for August 2016 mid-month. What does the remainder of August 2016 hold for the fire sign of Aries? Aries the ram, the babies of the zodiac. What does the remainder of August hold for Aries? Aries 2016, Aries. Aries 2016, okay. We begin with the Ten of Pentacles, followed by the King of Swords, the Two of Cups, followed by the Four of Wands. How lovely. The Seven of Swords, followed by the Six of Swords. The Star card, followed by Justice. And from the bottom of the deck, your overall theme and general energy is the Empress. What a lovely reading, Aries. You know, it's interesting, I'm down to the last third of the mid-months, and I have to tell you, for so many of the signs for August mid-month, there seems to be so much of really working hard to overcome things, mental, emotional issues, even, job and career stuff, but there just seems to be a lot of really kind of having gone through a lot of difficulty, painful challenges, but really overcoming and moving through and away from really difficult negative energies, particularly emotionally, and you are no different. It's kind of one of those things where I look at the reading and I think, I'm so proud of you. So let's begin. We start with the Ten of Pentacles, followed by the King of Swords. So the Ten of Pentacles, Pentacles energy, this is earth energy. This is tangible, concrete material things, often money, finances, property, resources, job, career, etc. But you can apply those same energies to other areas of your life, love and relationships and spirituality as well. It's about tangible energy, tangible results of the efforts we put into things. The Ten of Pentacles is a card of success, abundance, prosperity, but in a very rooted, long-lasting, moving forward sort of way. If you were going to pull a card for, say, you were starting a business, and this is the card you pulled to see what the health and longevity of this would be, it would be not only successful and prosperous and very bright for you, but also for your family, those you care for, those in your closest sphere, those people that you work with for the company, and lasting for a long time, the kind of business you can build and hand down to your kids. Family business, this can represent family business, family home, family estate, family money. And the Ten of Pentacles is paired with the King of Swords. Swords being governed by air. So swords is a suit all about what goes on up here in our heads, our mental outlooks, perspectives, the way we see things, the way we look at things, our belief systems, words, ideas. The King of Pentacles would represent, as a person, it would represent somebody probably older, more mature, reflective, somebody pretty evolved and grown up because they're a king. Kings and queens do represent those types of people. They've kind of evolved through the energy of the page, the knight, and so forth. Probably an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. This would be somebody who's playing a significant role in this connection with the Ten of Pentacles. This would be somebody who's very intelligent, clear-sighted, perhaps analytical, detail-oriented, a fact seeker, a gatherer of logic and information. This would be somebody who's a very good person to seek advice from and a clear and honest answer. They're very detail-oriented. They're very good business people as well. So for some of you, this could manifest as you starting a new business, starting a different aspect of your career. It could be somebody who's a specific different individual who's playing a significant role in your life, an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, likely Sun, Moon, or Rising, who's having some kind of significant role to play in helping you not only garner the success of a project, perhaps a job, a career, or a business, a family business. I feel like for some of you, some kind of entrepreneurial thing. It could be a family home, somebody who's helping distribute a family estate, but it looks like it's going pretty well, and it looks like it's being distributed fairly. It feels kind of like a windfall for some of you. Like some of you are getting a windfall. It could be you're coming into some family money. There's a family estate that's finally being released. For some of you, this could be family business, but it doesn't necessarily need to be family. It could just be a business, job, career, project, independent of home and family, but there is a strong theme of home and family in the Ten of Pentacles as well. However it plays out for you, because there's so many of you watching, it's going to be different. It looks like it's successful, it's abundant, but it's long lasting. It's something that's laying a foundation that's going to carry you through for quite some time. For some of you, this is going to represent a really good, solid, tangible financial or related foundation for you and your family, particularly if you're building a family or wanting to provide for children, grandchildren, etc. Now, next to that, we have a really lovely combination. We have the Two of Cups, the soulmate card, paired with the Four of Wands, one of the happy home cards. So the Two of Cups. Cups is governed by the element of water. It's about love, relationships, feelings, and emotions. The Two of Cups is universally considered the soulmate card, kindred spirit. This is about more than just a chemical and physical attraction. This is a meeting of the mind, the heart, the soul, the spirit. This is a karmic connection, a karmic thread between you and somebody else. It doesn't necessarily have to be romance-based. It can be an absolute best friend, someone that you meet that you're instantly, you know that you've known them before. It could be just a kindred spirit, best friend, but also a soulmate in terms of love and romance. I feel like for a lot of you it is, because it's also paired with the Four of Wands, which is one of the happy home cards. Wands being governed by fire. The energy of Wands can be very dynamic and forward-moving, action-oriented, but it's also about creating, building, and manifesting as well. The Four of Homes represents a stable, happy home situation. It represents also things actually working out better than you anticipate. This is a card that can represent there's a happy surprise coming your way out of something that you would normally view as nice but fairly ordinary. It could refer to an event like a party, a wedding, an anniversary, a birthday party, anything where people are getting together and just kind of enjoying being together and celebrating. But there's something that's going to happen, a happy surprise that's kind of going to elevate it. And what that is, I don't know. It's a surprise. You'll have to let me know. But it does look like it's on the way. And again, there is that secondary energy of things actually working out better than you anticipate. Very much a nice, happy home, family harmony card. So it's you and your mate, you and someone else. Whether it's your husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, best friend, close family member, kindred spirit, whatever you are building and manifesting and laying the groundwork for, looks like it's not only going to be successful in the here and now, but it's going to play out in the future, very solid, very rooted, very grounded, better than you actually think. There's some kind of unexpected aspect coming, which is going to elevate it to a whole new happy level. And I feel like it's going to take off in a new direction or new beginnings. And I feel like for a lot of you, whether this is a business, an entrepreneurial thing, a piece of property, a home, there's some aspect to it which is already in place, but there's a new beginning to it. There's a new shifting to it. You're beginning a new avenue of it, or you're actually beginning from the very beginning, but it all looks good with your partner. Just a lovely, happy home feeling, like it's like our future is set. We're buying our first home. Our family business is taking off. We got into our first home. We had success with some aspect of business or home somehow. Again, it's going to play out differently because I'm kind of getting a combination of two things, more domestic, like getting into your home thing. And for some of you, it's business, entrepreneurial stuff. You're either beginning it or you're beginning a new aspect of it. Your overall energy, of course, being the Empress, which is planting the seeds for something new, but it's going to build and grow and last for quite a long time. And it's going to represent a moving away from a time period which has been challenging and perhaps a bit restrictive, because we have the Seven of Swords here next, which is sometimes referred to as the thief card. It can represent, well, somebody actually stealing from you in a very tangible sense, like money, property, home, finances. If that's the case for some of you, you're getting it back in the next couple of weeks in spades, actually more than you anticipate, in an unexpected sort of way. But it can also represent just feeling taken from, exploited, taken advantage from, deceit, slipperiness, something turning out to be not what it was presented to be, etc. Things being hidden, an air of secrecy. But it is attached to the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is a card of moving away from troubled, turbulent, chaotic times into smoother, peaceful, more serene and healing times. There's a strong theme of healing, peace, and restoration to this card, particularly in your mind and your heart. So even though the Seven of Swords energy is still upright and still present, you are working through it, you are overcoming it. And I feel like whatever it is that you're building for the first time, investing in for the first time, starting a new avenue of it, it's helping you overcome some other kind of energy that you've been working through about not having enough, being taken from, perhaps being taken advantage of, things being hidden from you. It's like you're getting it back and things are really moving forward in a successful and abundant way. Now, at or towards the end of August 2016, moving into September, we have the Star card, one of my favorites, beautiful card, Major Arcana, along with Justice, Major Arcana card. For those of you who are having doubts about whatever it is this is concerning, home, property, business, and again, I feel like you're in it with somebody else, like your lover, your soulmate, your best friend, that kindred spirit. You guys are in this together. Whatever it is, if you're having some doubts about it, you're afraid somebody's going to take it away from you, or perhaps there's that risk, or you're afraid of history repeating itself, or somebody's taken something from you, or an aspect of it that you're afraid you're not going to get back, you are. It's going to be fine. Star card says it is. Divine timing and orchestration is at play here. The path is laid out in front of you. It's already set. It's beautiful. It's bright. It's promising. This is the card that says have hope and faith in that, trust in the promise and potential of that, because it's already laid out in front of you, even if you can't see it. You can see this woman is pouring her pitchers out into the water. She's emptying them out completely in perfect faith and perfect confidence that her pitchers will be refilled, because the source is limitless. She knows she's going to be taken care of. It's pretty much all laid out. Even if you can't see it, it's going to be just fine. Why? Because Well, there's divine timing and divine orchestration as well, which appears to be quite a good part of this new beginning, whatever it is you're starting. And it looks like it's really helping you overcome a difficult and restrictive period. And it's really because of the work that you've put into it as well. It's as if the universe is meeting you and exceeding you in ways that you can't even actually see right now. It's going to work out better than you think. Again, in a happy, surprise, unexpected sort of way because of all the work that you've put into it. That star card is saying that you have hope and faith. It's laid out in front of you. You've put so much work into it, and that's what you're going to get out of it and more, which is what the Justice card represents. This is the reap what you sow card. And particularly for those of you for whom that Seven of Swords represents somebody having taken something from you or something being taken from you or being threatened, if any of this has to do with a legal decision, it's going to work out in your favor. This is the card of reaping what you sow, and in the upright position, everything is going to be working out in your favor because it's justice is based on what you put into it. What you put into it is exactly what you're going to get out of it, and it's going to work out in your favor this month, Aries, and it just looks really lovely. And again, this isn't going to, it's going to resonate differently for everyone who watches, but I feel like for a large portion of you, this is something that's going to be very beneficial to you and your family somehow, or the people in your closest sphere. It's all about new beginnings, planting new seeds, either for the first time or taking off in a new direction. It's going to work out better than you anticipate. Again, you'll have to keep me updated, but there's something happy coming that's going to elevate it even more. It's all new beginnings. For those of you for whom have been hesitating on beginning something new, starting something new, taking something to the new level, your overall crowning card, the Empress, says do it. Now is the time. The ground is ripe to begin planting seeds, nurturing, fertilizing it, taking care of it. For some of you, this is going to represent pregnancy. We do have that happy home and soulmate card. The Empress is one of the fertility pregnancy cards. So for those of you who are looking to add to your family, this would be a good time to do so. And if you're not, well, as I say, forewarned is forearmed. But it's all about birthing new things for the next few weeks, starting new things. If you're worried, if you have doubts, don't. It's laid out in front of you, and all the work that you put into it is exactly is going to be what your results are. So put 150% into it. Trust in the universe, and it's all going to be returned to you. It's going to be met, matched, and exceeded in some unexpected ways. Beautiful reading, lovely. So Aries, I hope you have enjoyed this reading. I hope you found it useful. And I hope it's brought a smile to your face, because it's brought one to mine. It's a beautiful reading. And yes, thank you so very much for watching. And again, if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading, you can click on the little About sign on my YouTube channel's homepage, which will give you a little more information about myself, my services, what I offer, and my email address. You can contact me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to work with you. And I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the September 2016 general readings. And until then, as always, Aries, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. Thanks. Bye.